Hello and welcome to the RTV studio on the campus of Martinsville High School for another edition of Inside Martinsville Football. I'm your host, Nate Long, and I'm joined alongside by, of course, head football coach, Brian Duggar. How are you doing today, Coach?
Hey, doing great. Big win Friday, got a trophy. Playing for another trophy this week, so can't complain too much in the football world right now.
Yeah, Martinsville beats Mooresville 38-35, and like you said, the M Trophy is back. Feels great.
Yeah, it was a really great game, fun game. We kind of almost let it get away there towards the end of things. Just didn't finish things the way we would like to have. But, Mooresville's a really good football team. They've got a great player in Hogan Denny. He's one of the best players we've seen this year, and he kind of willed them back in the game a little bit. But it was great to walk away with a win, another conference win, a rivalry win, and one where we bring a trophy home and flip it back to the red side. So really cool seeing that. Really fun for the kids to get a lot of pictures with it after the game, and just a good Friday night.
A little bit more about that game. Braden Shrake and Hunter Stroud kind of leading the way for the Artesians.
Yeah, Braden was Braden. He does what we kind of always expect him to do. Offensive line was great, yourself included. We paved holes open for him and let him go for over 200 again. Moved into second all time in the Martinsville history books behind some guy named Israel Thompson or something like that. I can't remember the full name. He was pretty good, Mr. Football. But second all time. Big deal, closing in on 3,000 yards as a career. But Braden was awesome, just a workhorse for us. Broke one late for like a 40-yard touchdown late in the game to seal it. People know where we're going. We know that people know we're giving the ball to Braden, and he still seems to keep producing as the game goes on. And then Hunter Stroud was great as well. He was great, some big-time catches here and there, but the play of the game was definitely the kickoff return. I don't think we blocked anyone. I think he broke like 7 or 8 tackles and tiptoed the sideline twice, and just an all-around great play and a moment we really needed because kind of momentum had kind of swung a little bit, and it was good to get that back.
Yeah, now let's look at those highlights, courtesy of Carva and Vandeventer.
Again, not our best start coming out, giving the ball back to them quickly. Luckily, the defense made it hard on them. They did score here, but we were able to make them work for it, and then able to block an extra point. That was huge, and as the game goes on, as you'll see. But just an all-around great game from Hunter Stroud again. Good job there on the little bubble screen for him. Just always getting positive yards was a big thing for him. And then right here, giving the ball to our guy, and this is what we want to do. And there's 7, 8 yards. Those things add up as the game goes on. Nice pitch and catch there by AJ and Cameron Wilson. It was nice having Cameron back for multiple reasons. One, he's our long snapper. It's nice having that guy back. But also giving us some blocking on the outside, but also a guy that can catch the ball and make plays as well. Good little double move there for Jace LaFerry, another touchdown for him. Seems like he's getting one every week right now. That was a big play. That was 4th down there. Kind of felt like we didn't want to kick a field goal. Felt like we needed to really push forward, and that was what we went for it. And good pitch and catch there. And there, more of Shrake, just down the field, up and down the field on repeat, carrying guys with him. And then everybody worries about him. That opens up plays like this for AJ to step in there and get his first rushing touchdown of the year. Kind of an easy walk-in play for him. Again, here you see kind of this is, the backyard football that Hogan likes to play, and, it helps him a lot, but here's one where it hurt him, kind of goes there and gets over the running back's head, so it's a fumble. He pounces on it, and luckily we're able to get a stop here. Grady Gardner is up there tight on one of their better receivers and force a punt, which leads to this play right here, which at the time was probably the play of the game with Levi Reuter coming in, blocking it, and then Trey Bernard scooping this up and scoring it. We really take special teams serious, and I think that's something you would agree with, Nate, how much time we spend on practice and punt block. And we don't call it punt return, we call it punt block because our expectation is to go out and block it. And, we go over the little things of when to scoop and score, when to fall on it, when to get away, and I think that showed a lot on Friday. Another big play there. Trey causes a fumble. Ben picks it up, runs down, and all of a sudden, right here before half, a game that was 6-6 is about to change here a little bit, and just because of things, big plays. There's a big catch by the Bo Dilly, right there. Good job. Did a great job working open on the comeback route. Just found the opening, and big first down there. Whether or not we were going to kind of continue on or have to punt, and then he makes a big play. I don't know about this one. I don't know how much to say, and I don't ever want to see it again. But AJ with a flip, we'll call it. Hunter Stroud goes up and gets it, breaks a bunch of tackles, and now we're down here in the red zone now. And then big play there by Cameron Wilson going up and getting the ball there. Good spot for AJ to put it to where he's the only one who can get it. And maybe not on the same page of what route we're supposed to run there, but they both kind of made it happen. And here's kind of the play of the game. Again, you see guys missing blocks, and here's one tackle, runs over one, runs through another there, tiptoes the sideline, breaks another, kind of outruns a guy, stiff arm, and then we're going to tiptoe the sideline again. I mean, just overall, one of the best high school returns I've ever seen. Just a great play. You see the sideline going crazy, and it was at a really key point in time, too, because things had kind of flipped a little bit. But our offense was a little stagnant in the third quarter. Thought this fourth quarter was much better. I thought we moved the ball. I thought we did some things really well. Took some shots. Good block there by Cameron. Hunter makes the guy miss, drags him an extra 4 or 5 yards. Just all around, we started playing much better in the fourth quarter. And again, give the ball straight. You guys do a great job up front. We gain 9-10 yards, just kind of keep pounding. And that was kind of big for us at that point in time. Nice to see plays like this because it felt like early in the season those were going for big plays, and we got 2 guys in the area, which is telling me that our guys are taking the coaching, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Just all around much better football being played by our secondary. Again, a lot of highlights of Braden Shrake for about 7-8 yards, and that's a testament to the guys up front. Good job by him. Just continue to run. Good block there by Cameron again. Guy goes inside, and we're going to make 2 guys tackle me and fall forward. Then here's kind of the icing on the cake, the Wildcat formation. We give it to him, and he just takes off. Big run to finish everything, and big night for him. Big night for the Artesians. It was really nice to have that trophy back. So, really proud of the guys. Really proud of all of you guys and just the effort you gave on Friday night, and looking forward to doing it again this Friday.
Yeah, just like you said, another championship is on the state.
Yeah.
Not championship, another trophy per se. The conference championship, Plainfield. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Team as a whole and their coach as well.
Yeah, and it's a big opportunity for our kids. There's not a lot of times in Indiana high school football where you get to play in a true conference championship game. Most of the time it's kind of, if this team beats this team or this team, kind of those things. We're in a true, the winner of this game is a conference champ. And that's a great opportunity for our kids. Plainfield is a really good football team. I would argue they're probably the best team in our conference throughout the whole season with some of their wins. Obviously, I'd put us right up there with them. And I think it's a testament to both teams that we're at this point. But obviously they are who they are. They're really good up front. They're huge. Probably the biggest team we've played. Running back is I think he's a sophomore, maybe a junior. I'd have to double check that, but solid running back, does a great job. He's one of those kids, reminds me of a younger Braden Shrake, falls forward a lot, hard to bring down. You get him behind that big offensive line, I think he's really good. The quarterback, the Newell kid, I think he was all conference last year. He played really well against us last year. Just a really good football player in general as well. He's got some really good weapons. Vanderbush kid, a couple other kids as well. They're solid. They're a really, really good football team. And defensively, the same thing on the other side. Last year I thought they were big, and then this year they're bigger. So the Drennan kid off the edge has been he's been a disruptor for a lot of teams. You got Vanderbush playing both ways as a DB. I think Coach Bless has done a really good job of really kind of building off the momentum they gained late last year and kind of getting that program off to a hot start. And they're playing really inspired football, to be honest with you. Yeah,
and that's as a team. But let's talk a little bit more of the offense in general. Kind of more of a spread. They like to run it. They like to throw it a lot too as well.
Yeah, they're a spread offense. They're going to spread you out, use those 5 guys inside that are huge, give it to the running back, let him make some plays. But they also like to get the ball out in space and let their athletes make plays. So, very similar kind of stuff we like to do. They still use an H-back. They still bring a fullback type kid in there once a pound. They do some really good sound stuff on offense.
Then on the defense side of the ball, a 3-4, they like to walk up, those Cougars, they like to walk up all the time. Talk a little bit about how that 3-4 works.
Yeah, so they've got their 3-4 defense. Like I said, they're huge up front. Their 3 down linemen are probably the biggest we've seen this year. They've got 2 outside linebackers that they'll kind of, bring one guy up, bring the other, even kind of double on one side. They do some really good stuff with that as well. Makes it really hard for a front. You have to communicate. Everybody's got to be on the same wavelength across the board up front for pass protection, run scheme, all that stuff. So, when you just line up every play in a 4-3 or a stack or whatever it is, it's a little easier sometimes just to know who you're working to. But that 3-4 really allows teams to kind of play games with, is it a 4 front, is it a 3 front, is there 5 guys down? It just makes an offensive line have to communicate quite a bit.
And what do you say would be the keys to the game for the offense?
Offensively, we got to do what we do. We can't beat ourselves. We're going to have to identify their fronts. And we're going to have to make plays. This is a really good football team. You get in these championship games, this type of situation, you're going to have to make some plays. I think we can do a good job of doing what we do, but at the end of the day, somebody's going to have to step up and make a play that's going to get us over the top for a trophy, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
And flipping side of the ball, what is the keys to the game for the defense?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to stay gap sound. Like we always do. It's a big thing we focus on, obviously, but we got to be gap sound within their run schemes. We got to make sure we don't give up any big plays. I think we're going to have to make them earn everything. If they're going to go 18 plays and 80 yards and score a touchdown, we'll tip our hat. We'll make them do it again. We can't give up big chunk plays. Can't have 20, 30, 40-yard plays. They've got to have to earn every yard we give them. So as long as we're doing our job, staying gap sound, staying deeper and deepest, doing all the stuff that we've been coached to, again, we've got to let them make mistakes. And that's been our recipe this year on defense. When the games we've been successful, we've let the offense make mistakes. On the games where we haven't been successful, we've had a blown coverage, a blown gap. They get big plays, and it's a lot easier to score that way.
Yeah, well, good luck to you, Coach.
Good luck to you as well.
Yeah, big thanks, though, to Bo Dilly doing all the work behind the camera. Like we said earlier, game starts at 7 at Plainfield, playing for a conference championship. For Bo, for Coach Duggar, I'm Nate Long. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time inside Martinsville Football.